Hi YouTube, it's Avery. It's 2 p.m. on September 6th, and I just had a pre-operative appointment for a hysterectomy and oophorectomy that I'm having on October 9th. I figured I would make a quick video just to share what I learned during that appointment, since I don't see a lot of info about hysterectomies from a trans male perspective on the internet. Most of the surgery-related stuff is about top surgery. So, as I said, I'm having hysto on October 9th. My surgeon's name is Dr. Burnett. She works out of the Grace Hospital in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, where I live. Today's appointment was not with Dr. Burnett, it was with my GP, Dr. Ian Wetter. Now, basically, I just had to go for a physical, and I had to have a blood test. They're going to take my T levels now, and then they're going to take them again after I have my histo to see if the dosage needs to change, since I won't be having estrogen production anymore. I had a few questions for my doctor that I thought other people might benefit from learning the answers to, so I'm going to address those questions right now. The first thing I needed to ask my doctor was, how much time do you need to take off work after a hysterectomy? Now for me, I work a desk job. I just got a new job at a call center, so I'm sedentary. I sit around and I talk on the phone. He said that I should take 2 weeks off work, and that's kind of what I expected, 2 to 3 max. He said it would be 6 weeks before I could do any heavy lifting. Now, over the summer, I started going to the gym, so one of my questions was going to be, when can I go back to the gym? But after he said 6 weeks for heavy lifting, that kind of answered that. So I need 2 weeks off work for my sedentary, easy desk job, and I need 6 weeks between surgery and going back to the gym or doing any other kind of heavy lifting. Now, I'm getting hysterectomy done laparoscopically, where they, I'm going to see if I can adjust here. They cut you, like, here and here. They make, like, 2 small incisions on the side instead of a long one across. Everybody got a really good view of my cool Star Trek shirt. I don't know if you got as good a view of me trying to explain the cuts, but since I'm going for a laparoscopic hysterectomy, my recovery time is supposedly faster than if they did the one long cut across or the abdominal hysterectomy. So if you're a trans man who's getting an abdominal hysterectomy, obviously take what I just said that my doctor said to me with a grain of salt, because your doctor might recommend you take a lot more time off. The other thing that I was curious about was the hospital stay, because for hysto, I apparently have to stay overnight in the hospital, which surprised me because now I haven't had top surgery yet, but I've had some consults, and in my understanding, top surgery, when I get it done, will be a day surgery, meaning no hospital stay. I figured that that was probably a more major surgery than hysterectomy, especially the laparoscopic kind that I'm getting with the 2 smaller cuts. So I was surprised to learn that there would be a hospital stay. I needed to ask my doctor, like, what I should bring to the hospital with me to prepare, because I've never had an overnight hospital stay before in my life. And he suggested bringing, like, an overnight bag with, like, a change of clothes and toiletries in it, and maybe, like, a book or something, because, you know, I'll be lying around in the hospital bed. If I'm awake, I'm going to be bored. So basically, an overnight bag, and I was worried, like, well, if I bring that and I show up to the hospital alone, and then, you know, I'm under anesthesia for a few hours, like, what's gonna happen to my stuff? That was actually a really big concern of mine, but, like, he pretty much assured me that everything would be taken care of and kept in a safe place while I was out, and then I'd basically wake up with my things in the hospital room. So that's good. I am really nervous about the hospital stay because, like I said, I've never stayed overnight in the hospital before, and it's just something that I don't know what to expect, and I'm a little bit scared, but I think it will probably go well. The hospital that I'm staying at, the Grace, is very, very close to where I live as well, so, you know, if anything goes wrong, my mom will be like 5 minutes away, so that's a positive thing. The last thing that I asked my doctor at my appointment was actually just kind of out of curiosity, what do they do with the organs once those organs come out? And he said that they'll probably just incinerate them, which is kind of what I thought, and doesn't really bother me. I mean, it's just a now completely useless uterus with some attached bits. So that's the kind of default answer. He also said that I should ask my surgeon before surgery about possibly donating it to science if that was something I was interested in, which I might actually do. I don't know how much interest there would be in a female reproductive system with, 3 years of testosterone therapy having affected it, however that may affect it. But if that's a possibility, that might be something I do. My doctor kind of made a bunch of jokes about, I don't think they're going to let you keep it, which was sort of funny because when I had my consult for hysterectomy, the surgeon, one of the first things she said to me was like, now we're going to do a total hysterectomy, which means, we're also going to take out the ovaries and the cervix, so I need to make sure, like, you don't want to preserve your ovaries, do you? And what she meant was, like, I need to make sure you don't want to keep the ovaries inside you. But what I interpreted was, like the way I interpreted that, I was just like, you mean, like, in a jar? Because no. And she laughed, and I laughed, and I told my doctor that, and he laughed. But, anyway, it's been about 7 minutes, and that covers the info that I got today. The only other things to really mention are that I had, a physical, I had blood work done. See, there's my little gross little Band-Aid there. And I, had to fill out a couple of forms just saying, what kind of medication are you on, and do you have any problems with certain diseases, do you do drugs, do you smoke, do you drink, stuff like that. So really, that's that. Like I said, there's not a ton of info about a histo out there, especially from a trans male perspective. So I wanted to put this up just to talk about what I talked about today with my doctor and to get the answers to those questions out there. Thanks for watching, and I'll probably check in with you guys again after I get the surgery done, which once again is on October 9th in the morning at, I believe, 11:45 a.m. I'm going to have to be at the hospital for 9:45 a.m., which isn't actually that bad because I was originally scheduled surgery at 8 a.m., which would have meant I would have had to have been at the hospital at 6 a.m., which frankly would have blown. So that's that. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope everybody has a good day. I'll be around probably in the middle of October to tell you how the surgery went, so peace out.